much for meeting with us and taking some time to talk about the industry.
Totally my pleasure.
Love your inspiration wall.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. So what we want to do is get some insights from you. From a PR perspective, we know that there's different ways to get a hold of you. There's some pet peeves maybe. So we just want to share some of that insight with the PR community.
Great.
So just be transparent, be open with us.
No problem.
Okay, so we're going to start with a really easy question. Why don't you tell us a little... Yes, exactly. That's right. We're going to start with a really easy question.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about HOBNOB?
Well, HOBNOB's a website that I founded about 5 years ago. And it started with the fact that I love to throw parties. And so each month I pull in 3 different aspects of throwing a party: food, drink, and style, and then pull them into different themes.
I love that. So now, from a PR perspective, because we want to get your insights on how we can package up materials and get information to you in a way that you need it, what are some nuances that we should take into consideration knowing that you have a digital platform? How do we present information to you maybe a little differently than we would a print publication, if there are any differences?
Well, I think the best thing about digital is that you can really go down to the wire. And so I often get very late pitches, maybe even a few days before things need to come out, because you can just, you can respond very quickly as opposed to print.
Yeah.
Where, you have a few month lead-in time.
Yes. How about, with digital and with print out in the industry, because digital has just obviously exploded in the last, 10, 15 years. So how has that augmented the industry?
From a posting point of view, if I make a mistake and somebody calls me back, I can fix it on the spot.
Oh, that's good.
Which is really helpful. Sometimes you get one of the facts wrong and you change it immediately.
Yeah, we've been on the receiving end of that. Like,
Sure.
Wrong client name. No, you misspelled, or whatever that might be.
I've done those little mistakes myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how often are PR professionals reaching out to you?
I would say on a daily basis between maybe 30 to 50 emails.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot. So how do you go through all of that?
I don't know. I just go through my email all day long.
Yeah.
And I have everything in the different Gmail sections. So I try to put all those into one folder. But it's really helpful when you open up an email right away and you can see what it's about, and then make a quick decision, like I'll open this later, or I'll read about this now, or I'm going to respond immediately because I'm doing a story about this.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this week I'm doing a story about alternates to coffee and tea, and I got 3 pitches about just happened to be in
perfect
that,
timing.
and I was able to right away reply and get photography and information.
So in order for you to open up an email and know immediately what it's about, are you talking about visuals? Are you talking about bullet points?
I like when there's just a quick introduction, like saying, from personal introduction from the PR person, and then go right into what the pitch is about. Have a visual. Visuals, I think, even if it's just a tiny photo at the bottom, and a headline that sort of gives you the information, and not a lot to read initially. What would be a great way to set things up is little introduction, bulleted points, a visual, and then underneath that, the full press release. So that would be in the order that you would want to know the information.
Okay.
So once you got what it was talking about, then you can refer to the, when you're going to write it, then you can refer to the factual,
details.
Yeah, details.
Yeah. What about attachments to emails? Do those bother you? Do they help you? You'd prefer everything in the body?
I like it when it's in the body, and if it's just 1 or 2 pictures. Like sometimes you get 10 pictures, and they're often very low res, so that you really can't use them for posting. So, and then if there's a link to the website, if you want to see more, you can just go right to the website.
Now, and to the specific page on the website versus just the landing page, right?
Yes,
or to the home page.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you don't want to get lost in the
you don't want to go to Amazon.com.
No, right.
You'll never
find it. Yes, use the search bar.
Yeah.
Once we send you information, how often should we follow up with you?
I think twice is a good amount of time to follow up, because I'll know in the back of my mind that, okay, I'm supposed to follow up on this. I already got one message, and so the second one, makes me decide, like, am I working on this? Is this going to be something that I'm doing in a few months? And then that sort of alerts me to give that information to the PR person.
Well, and we certainly appreciate when you do follow up to say, I'm not interested, because then we'll stop pestering you. So we do like it too when you say, you know what, maybe not a
Works
fit, or
both ways.
yes, exactly. It's communication, right? What would you say? Let's talk about some fun things here.
Okay.
I mean, PR people, we're good, we're great, we're communicators, but I'm sure there are some pet peeves maybe with the PR professionals that you work with. So any pet peeves that you have?
I think my biggest pet peeve is when there's no link to a website and I have no idea what the topic is. It sounds kind of interesting, but I'm like, is this a shoe? Is this a couch?
Right.
Is this, what am I
Right.
reading about?
Yeah.
So that I would say would be my number one. And secondly, I do like to have a visual because that also clears it up like that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly what it is that we're sending to you. Okay. What should PR professionals never do?
Pitch something that I know is nothing to do with my website.
Right. Right?
Yeah, I've
Does
been
that
getting
happen?
like political things
Oh.
lately. I mean, just something, not even close.
Yes.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I get, and I could see why they make the mistake, like you might be listed at that you do decor or style, and then I'll get a pitch from somebody saying that somebody in the business got promoted.
Yeah.
Still, that's trade. It's
Yes.
not, so.
Yeah. Not a lifestyle story.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So no, do your
I'm
homework.
like, great.
Yeah.
Get promoted. This is fabulous.
Woohoo! Yeah, cheers. So, being that you have a digital platform, if a PR company sent you information like through video that was done with a much more editorial tone, so not an ad or a marketing video, but done with more of an editorial spin to it, would you be open to posting the video on your site? Or is it something you have to produce or would want to produce yourself?
I would be interested. I've done through mixologists who did fruit infused cocktails, and he did a great video. So yeah, I did post that. 'Cause
Okay.
it was well done, and as you said, it was editorial.
Yeah.
Even though there were brands in there, it wasn't meant to advertise.
Be an ad.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's really helpful. Let's see.
Yeah, actually, and I think people enjoy videos too, especially anything that's a demo.
Yeah, even if you did like a food demo on an appliance, if you were representing an appliance
Or
company
even
or
if you
something
had
like that.
I know you rep a lot of people that have like doors that open
Yep.
like all the way, so that's nice to see
Yeah.
a video of how the things function.
Yes, okay, yeah, perfect. How many PR agencies do you have kind of a reoccurring relationship with? Just to put it into perspective for everybody.
That's a good question. I don't know, 40 maybe?
40, yeah.
More? I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I mean, sometimes there's one-offs because they're dealing with brand people, so in which case you would, I would use them again if
Yeah.
I was going to cycle a story
Yeah,
back
okay.
to that.
So you're located, obviously, in the beautiful city of New York. For us West Coasters, how would somebody go about developing a relationship with you? First, do you feel you have to be in New York to have a relationship with you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So how do we on the West Coast develop a relationship with you?
I think through email is the best way to, and as you said, the repeat, when you get a second or third, if you don't hear back, then I know that you want to develop a relationship with me. You're not just sending it out to
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
and
Okay.
seeing what clicks.
Yes, yeah, okay. What about just, I don't have anything in particular in mind from a client perspective, but I just want to call you and say, or email you and say, Ellen, what are you working on? Is there anything?
Yes.
Is that helpful?
Yes, very.
Okay, so
Very.
just calling you up and saying, is there, and I may or may not have something for you, but just want to see what you're working
Yeah,
on.
because often the people that I do have relationships with, I'll say, I'm doing something for, just recently I was doing something for the Cancer Awareness Month, and so I wanted to see if anybody had like a spirit or a cocktail where they were doing that. So I pitched them, but it would be good to know, the other way around
Yeah.
too, if people were interested in.
Yeah, well, and that's very helpful because we may not have somebody in mind, particularly that we represent, but we know so many people in the industry that we can maybe lead you to other resources that are just, helpful for your story. So, good. Okay, so what, I'm going to just kind of one holistic question, so you might want to think about this one a little bit, but what's one piece of advice that you can give to PR professionals?
I think the most important thing is to match your pitch to the platform. So sometimes people can push the envelope a little bit, but it's so dreamy when you're working on something and somebody sends you something. You're like, oh my God, this is so perfect.
Yes.
This is like, it's like a gift.
Yes.
You know, it's really nice.
You have a deadline pending and
Yes.
somebody just hands it to you on a
Yes,
platter.
and especially when it's organized
Yes.
and the photos. Oh, and I love when people have beautiful photography, of course. It really, it adds so much to your posting, and it makes you look good
Yeah.
when you get better photography.
Now, are you heavily dependent on the photography that's provided to you, or do you shoot?
I shoot a lot of things myself.
Okay.
Because I do also restaurant reviews,
Yeah.
so I'm out and about, and I also if I'm in showrooms, I will shoot things too.
Yeah.
But then I also like to get the professional
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah. I mean, your platform's such a visual
Yes.
site,
Yes.
so it's nice to have the professional photography too, because it just elevates
I agree.
the entire
It's
presentation.
nice to have both. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's get to know you a little better.
Okay.
Okay, so this is kind of our little lightning round.
Oh yeah, this is the
So have,
or,
yes,
Okay.
yes. So let's get to know you a little bit. We can't get this from our profiles online and from your LinkedIn account, so we want to get to know Ellen. Okay, so we're going to do a little this or that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this or that. You ready?
Ready.
Lightning round. Mountain or beach?
I'm gonna say neither.
Oh,
I've been a city person lately.
okay, okay, nice. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs. Big dogs or small dogs?
Big.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's right. Bullet points or paragraphs?
Bullets.
Bullet points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bullets.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. Any coffee brand in particular?
Anything dark roast.
There you go. Okay.
Has to be dark.
Surf or turf?
Turf.
Turf?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Turf. I like surf and turf.
Surf and turf
Yeah.
together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning bird or night owl?
Night. For
Night
sure.
owl.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
What time do you go to bed?
12:30.
Oh my gosh.
1, something like that.
What time do you get up?
9 or 10. I kind of.
You are a night owl.
I meander into the day. a little
Yes,
bit,
that's good. Well, you got
have
your
that
dark roast
luxury.
coffee, so you
That's
just
right.
kick it off. Let's see. What's a guilty pleasure?
I think like binge watching television
Okay.
is nice.
What's
when
your-
you get a really good show.
Yeah. Are you a Netflix?
I know I don't have Netflix. I was sick a couple of weeks ago, and I watched Poldark. I don't know if you know
No.
that show on Channel 13.
No.
It's a PBS show.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Okay. That's your guilty pleasure.
It is.
I
It
love
was great being sick because I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna lay here.
Oh,
Watch
that's
all
the,
shows
yes. That's when I binge watch too.
Yeah.
What's the best professional advice you've ever received?
Professional advice. I don't know. I think keep at it. Just keep going. Don't let anything stop you, and don't compromise
Okay.
your ideals.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Okay, fun question here, very important, like the most important question in the entire interview. Whiskey, wine, or water?
Wine.
Wine. You are a lady after our own heart. Here, let's toast.
Oh.
Cheers. Thank you so much. This was so much fun.